Welcome to the Speak by Design podcast, where we study personal style, message structure, and message strategy so you can become a consistently compelling force. Let's dig in. Not everybody knows this, but professional actors and musicians, singers, and preachers, as well as motivational speakers, they depend so much on that voice for their livelihood. They take care of their voices by doing a daily vocal warm-up. And I'm going to show you a potential daily vocal warm-up you could do. You could do this every single day, and you will lengthen the lifespan of your voice as well as sound really good in your morning meetings. So this would be something you do before you go to work. It could be on your commute. It could be while you're getting ready in the morning. The first thing I want to bring your attention to is your jaw. We need to relax the jaw, and our jaws get very tight. Many of us grind our teeth at night. Many of us over-smile. I'm an over-smiler, a recovering over-smiler. So what we want to do is relax the jaw, and you might take the knuckles from your thumbs and massage near your ears to help encourage your jaw to relax. Then we're going to focus on the tongue. We want the tongue to lie flat, and it takes a lot of effort to keep your tongue in your mouth, so that usually most people have some arch in the back of their mouth where their tongue is so tight. Since we want it to lie flat, I want you to stick your tongue out of your mouth as far as you can and say, ah, ah, and imagine that you were getting scoped for strep throat or something like that. And they wanted your tongue flat. See if you can flatten that tongue in the mouth now. Now I want you to bring your attention to your soft palate. Well, where is that? That is right behind the hard ridge palate. So sweep your tongue across the top of your mouth and you feel that bumpy area. And then if you keep going back with your tongue tip toward your throat, you will feel it get softer. That is the soft palate. It is a muscle. You can raise it. And that's what we want to do, because when it is raised, it creates more of a cavern inside your mouth and you have more resonance and vibration because the sound has a better cavity to bounce around in. To find this, we are going to inhale the letter K. You might be thinking, how do you inhale a letter K? It will sound like you are sucking in air while closing the back of your throat like this. It's not a very attractive sound, but what I'm doing is I'm lifting the soft palate. Another way to find it is by a big yawn. Make it real if you can. That was a real yawn for me. Okay, so inhale the letter K. If you are exhaling the letter K, it sounds like this. K, k. But inhale. So now I could inhale and exhale fast. Now that takes a little bit of practice. I've been doing this a while, but over time you will get more muscular control over your soft palate. Now listen to me inhale the letter K and exhale an aw like this. Ah. Ah. See how nice that sounds? Well, now you're wondering, am I going to do this in front of people? No, you are not. This is for private time. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is focus on our lips. Can you blow air through the lips like this? Now, what I have found is anybody who's doing lip injections of any sort, you will not be able to do that. So if that's the case, I would rather you do something like this. Wee, 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 wah, wah, wah. And wee, wee, wee is very wide. See how wide you can make your lips? And then wah, wah, wah. See how much room vertically you can make when you say wah, wah, wah. Wee wah, wee wah, wee wah. We just worked on the lips, the tongue, the soft palate, and the jaw. Once you have those warmed up, you're ready to start your progression. What is the progression? The progression needs to start with relaxation. You must be in a relaxed state. Then you go into breathing exercises. Then making contact with sound, and that's going to be through humming. Then resonance work, and then projection, getting loud. So it's 5 parts that make up a vocal warm up. Let's start with the first one, relaxation. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, put your left hand on your stomach, and take a deep inhale. When you inhale, you should feel your stomach come forward. That means that the diaphragm is dropping and your lungs are filling with air. That's so nice. I'm sitting. You might be sitting too. That's fine. Standing could also work. Now let's let our left ear fall to our left shoulder. Same thing here. Take a couple of deep inhalations. No rush. Take your time because we are trying to relax. And see if that muscle on the opposite shoulder, the right shoulder, starts to relax a little bit. I'm rushing this more than I would like. I'd like you to take more time with this if you can. Now imagine a pencil coming out of your nose as though you are drawing on the wall in front of you, and make a big circle with that pencil. And you're going, let's say, clockwise at first, and then switch the direction to counterclockwise. Now bring your shoulders up to your ears and tense, like you're really trying to tense the body. No breathing. Exhale all your air. Hold, 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 hold. And drop the shoulders, relax, take a deep breath in. Now, we could do tension and release exercises all over the body to help ourselves deepen that relaxation. If you know you hold tension in your biceps or your legs, you would tense the legs, tense the biceps, hold your breath, exhale, and relax. And take a deep inhale in. All right, so that's already helping us relax. Now we want to concentrate on our breathing. With one hand on your stomach, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now do just as your body wants. Do not tell it what to do. How long does it want to inhale? How long does it want to exhale? Now, deep breathing, what we were doing right there, you could go on for a while. When you oxygenate yourself, you're not just helping your voice, you are also helping your mind. And that's why people say under pressure, it's the most important thing to do is to take a deep breath. Okay, now let's go to touching sound. In this relaxed state, you're going to do a light huh sound. Huh. Now relax the jaw. Huh. Imagine that the sound is coming from your hip joints. Huh. 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 Now I want you to hum with it. Hum. Hum. Now just hum. If I'm doing this from a place with no tension, that is my central pitch. That is where my voice actually lives. Everything else about my voice has been socialized over time, or practiced over time, or mimicked over time to become what it is. But if we work on relaxation and breathing and then build our voice back up from the ground up, we will start with this nice low pitch. Mm. Mm. Now push the air through the nose more. Mm. But don't change the pitch. Whatever you started with, ha ha, ha ha, ha hum. Stay there. Mm. Now I want you to make the letter N. Mm. X. So your lips are apart. Mm. Mm. Now see if we can go to a lower pitch. Mm. 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 Now use only the NG sound, like at the end of the word ring. Ing. Mm. Now my mouth is wide open. But I feel breath coming out of my nose. See if you can go lower in pitch again. Mm. 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 All right, now we're going to go back to the hum. This time we're going to let it go to an ah, like this. Ma. Inhale again deeply, no tension. If you feel any tension in your neck, go back to doing your ear to shoulder stretches. Ma. Ma. All right, now we're going to move into resonance. So we have done relaxation, breathing, and we've touched sound. Now we're going to go work on our resonance, which is making sure we have all 3 octaves of our sound and we're vibrating sound in every cavity that we can. Because the more we have full body resonance, the more centered and balanced we feel, the better our voices sound, the healthier they are, the more stamina they will have. And they also sound more trustworthy because they're so relaxed. They won't sound concocted or forced or manipulated in any way. All right, so I want you to put your hand on your lower abdomen or your thighs. And we're imagining that this voice is coming from there. Sometimes people even put their hand on their sacrum, which is like your tailbone area. So you could put your hand there, but we're concentrating that low. If that part of your body had a voice, what would it sound like? Take a deep inhale in, and on an ooh, it will sound like this. Ooh. 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 Now I want you to make it as creepy, dark, and sinister as you can. Ooh. Ooh. Now I want you to laugh like Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Now use the H. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho. Ooh. Now imagine someone is pulling apart your neck. So it's like the sides of your neck are being stretched. Oh. Oh. Create a lot of space in the neck. Oh. 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 Now, if I spoke from this part of my voice, you would barely even recognize me as Stephanie. This is me. This is me using my throat in a different way. Oh, ooh, ooh. And now I can relax. Now I want you to come into your chest. So we're going to place our sound right on our chest. So put your hands just below your neck, like in your sternum area. And I want you to say, ah, just ah, but concentrate mentally on placing that sound in your chest. Ah, ah, ah. Now we're going to laugh. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Now place your hands on your shoulders. Can you feel vibration in your shoulders when you do this? Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I can feel my bones. My bones are vibrating from this. Ah, ah, ah. Now into your cheeks. Put your hands, your fingertips on your cheekbones. He, 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 he. Now that H is helping us because that is making our breath come out. He, 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 he. Now, if you're willing to go with me here, we're going to go into the falsetto voice or the head voice, you could call it. He, he, he. Now, if you cannot find this, I want you to whimper like this. He, 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 he. Now you might be wondering, why on earth am I using those pitches? These pitches make you sound happy, and resonating your voice in your cheeks and your nose and your forehead, when that is vibrating, it gives your voice a bell-like quality, something that is so pleasing on the ear. When you need to show joy in the voice, you must turn this on. If I turn it off, if I turn off my facial vibrations, I sound much flatter. I do sound more assertive and matter of fact, but I don't sound happy. And if the leader cannot show happiness, the people will not be happy. We have to have some delight in the vocal tone. And this is how you get there. And the laughing exercises are so good. Ho, 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 ha, 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 he, 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 he. Now I want you to go to your highest pitch you can find. And I want you to turn it into the letter K. Now, when we are playing with these octaves, I'm not testing this on a piano, but it feels like that's 4 octaves of a spread in pitch. And by working on both extremes, my highest pitch and my lowest pitch, my vocal cords are so warmed up. I've exercised them at every part of those beautiful chords, so they are happier. They are more lubricated. They will be more flexible with me all day long. Ho Ho Ha Ha He He is a great exercise series for you. So let me show you it again. Ho Ho Ha Ha He 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 He. Ha Ha Ho 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 Ha Ha He 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 He. Ha Ha Ho Ho. Now I want you to buzz on the letter Z. We're getting ready for projection. We want to get loud. Z. The letter Z. Z. A deep inhale in. Let's see how long you can go on this. Inhale again. Good. Now I want you to take the letter P and we're going to explode it. Pow. You're going to say the word pow, but I want you to hit your P much louder than I am. Imagine that your head is exploding when you say the word pow, 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 pow. Do you feel what your diaphragm is doing? You are training your body to be athletic with your voice with these exercises, the buzzing and the powing. Zzz, pow, zzz, pow, pow. Now we're going to take the buzz and then go to an ah, like this. Zah, 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 zah. And you can get louder and louder with each one. Zah. Now, what we have done in this series is not only is your breathing supporting your sound longer, so you feel like you have bigger lung capacity, you should feel a rush of energy because of all this oxygen flowing to your head. Plus, your throat is so lubricated right now from these exercises, it wants to talk. It will be easier to speak up in your meetings because your voice is so free and so happy to be expressing in this new, different way. And you won't be clearing your throat before you speak and coughing before you share your point because you're so warmed up. And if you do this in the morning, think how great you sound at 8:30 in the morning, 9 a.m. on those early morning calls because you've done the warm-up. I want you to think about animals because we are an animal, and animals in the wild do not go hoarse unless they are injured physically. And yet people go hoarse all the time. And by hoarse, I mean just fatiguing their voices because we're not supporting our sound, because we're not drinking enough water, because we're not using our breath with our sound. Don't make sound unless breath is coming out of your mouth. And that the way you can check that sound is being made healthy is that humming, ma, the buzzing, za, the laughing, ha, ha, ha. All of those exercises are training your body to connect your breath with your sound. Those should always be together. If you're manipulating the sound, it will sound like this. Hi, I'm not really breathing at all. I'm just moving my cords together. And you hear people who talk like that. I exaggerated it. But that is frying the voice because we don't have the airflow. Put more breath in your sound. Support it so that you can make sound really healthy and loud. Zah! Hi, welcome everybody. It's so good to have you here. Like that kind of sound is easy for me after I've done a vocal warm-up. And you'll find that over time, you don't need to have a 20-minute vocal warm-up. You can do all of this in a 5-minute condensed fashion so that your voice has the longevity that you need and can carry you through a full day of important meetings. All right, my friends, I bet you sound great. I hope this sets you up for a very productive day of great meetings where your voice is heard, but more importantly, your ideas are heard. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. If you are enjoying all of these lessons, but now you're hungering to turn all of this into skills and habits that make this work intuitive and natural so that you don't have to think about it, then you want to join Speak by Design University. That's our coaching program that gives you private coaching, group coaching with me, group training, self-paced learning, as well as exceptional networking with other people like you. This program is for managers and above, people whose careers are on fire and they're looking to hit their next level and they want to do that sooner rather than later. Check it out at speakbydesign.com/join. That's speakbydesign.com/join, and you can start with us at the first of next month. We hope to see you there.